this morning. It is good to see you fired up today. We are so excited. Okay, let's get started because we're on a very specific time crunch. I've been warned 943 times, okay? So, oh, thanks. If you have been in this business longer than 6 months, I want you to stand up. We would like to say to you, congratulations. The average network marketer quits after 6. So you are among the rare of the rare. Okay, so we are so honored, we are so excited to share with you this panel that loyalty, oh wait, I've been saying it wrong. Loyalty for life. It is legendary, but that's not our panel name. So, loyalty for life. And what an honor it is to be on a panel with these amazing women. And so, ladies, let's just jump right in. Tell everyone your name. We're going to start easy. Your name, where you're from, your rank, and why you said yes to It Works.
My name is Alyssa Bowman. I'm a presidential diamond from Houston, Texas. And I originally said yes to this business because I was 22. I was working an hourly retail job. I had a college degree, but I was still working multiple jobs, and I wanted to lose some weight. So I thought, I'm gonna try these products. Maybe I can make enough money that I can actually go find a real job. So,
very cute. Can I just take 2 seconds? I have to brag, because Miss Alyssa is actually the second distributor that I signed up 6.5 years ago, okay? She had a terrible boss that worked her to the bone named Ashley Sinclair, and she worked for me in my retail store. She was amazing. I promoted her in about 7.5 seconds. And whenever I told her that I was going to be selling fat patches at the store, she goes, oh, I might want to do that. And I was like, no, you can't. She said, well, I think I might want to. I was like, yeah, I don't know anything about it. You can't sell these fat patches with me yet. And she went behind my back and signed up anyway, bought my store, and then started making so much stinking money. She sold the store after I sold it to her. It's been a real fun thing. So to have her here is insane. So you guys give it up for her, please. So proud of you. And I'm proud of you too, Lauren, but you know, we don't share that history.
Great, nice introduction.
Yeah, great.
Good.
Sorry about that.
Okay, I am Lauren Murphy, president. That's my team. They were warned. Presidential diamond from St. Louis, Missouri, and I've been in the business for 2.5 years. I said yes to this business because I had a life change, and I had an amazing stalkerish sponsor who followed up with me for 2 years after I said no multiple times. So never give up on that person that you ask once and they say no. I became a mom, and 9 weeks in, I was ready to say yes.
My name is Alicia Gegg. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I have been in the business for almost 7 years. It's actually 7 years next month. So this is such an honor. But I am an ambassador diamond, and why I said yes almost 7 years ago was because we were simply struggling to make ends meet, and I just wanted something that was going to allow us to breathe a little bit easier, something that was going to allow me to lay my head down on my pillow at night and not have to worry about paying the bills. I just had our daughter, and I really just wanted to buy the really cute bows for her instead of trying to make them, and they just weren't turning out how I wanted.
That's exciting. Hey, we're creating a buzz up here, girls. But don't get it. All right. So my name's Ashley Sinclair. I'm apparently very self-absorbed. Didn't even introduce myself. Hi, my name's Ashley. I'm from Lubbock, Texas. I'm an ambassador diamond. And not Jeff. Thank you. Very sweet. And I said yes to this business because I wanted to make $1 million, and that's what I went and did. So that's why I'm here, and I'm still here, and I still love this company. So let's jump in. let's start with our customers. You know, we talk about, when I think about loyalty for life, such a big part of our business is our loyal customers. And so, ladies, why don't you share some really practical ways that you help keep your loyal customers loyal?
So I'm going to start off with a little bit of tough love because my team knows that I love to give it. If you want your customers to be loyal to our product line, you need to be loyal to our product line.
Yes.
You need to be using our products every month. If you want your customers to try new products, then you need to be trying new products. If you want them to download the Fit app and do the workouts, you need to do the workouts. So set a good example for those customers. But you know, when I first started, I was terrified of reaching out to my customers. I didn't have a product testimony. I had tried one wrap. You know, I figured if I wasn't hearing from people, they just didn't like the products or weren't used, you know, I didn't know. And it turns out that they a lot of times just weren't using them. So, you know, by the time their 3 months came up, they were messaging me with a stack of wraps that they didn't need.
Exactly, and you know, whenever we got started, we were just so excited about the wraps that we really did not get people on what I would call lifestyle products. You know, and how many of you have ever been afraid to reach out to your loyal customer and say, how are you liking the products? Because you're afraid they'll be like, it didn't work, or whatever, you know? Anybody? Just us. Okay, good. Hey, thanks for the likes, that helps. So I feel like it's so important to make that connection with people. Don't be afraid to say, how are you liking the product? If they say no, guess what we get to do?
We get to recommend another product for them to use.
Exactly. Miss Lauren, what about you?
Okay, so for me, it's all about building relationships. You know, we work so hard to get our loyal customers, and whenever you take the mentality that we're in the business of building relationships, that's when you're going to see your business go. Can I say it? Am I on that level yet?
Oh, you're allowed to say it. They'll say it with you if you go like this.
Okay.
Ready?
Not that loud.
I love it. It's not old yet.
Good. Okay. Okay, so whenever you're building that relationship with your customer, whenever they start with me, I'm asking them why. If they start because they want hair, skin, and nails, I'm not just signing them up in the computer for hair, skin, and nails. I'm asking them questions like, what drew you to my post? Like, what else? What are your other health and wellness goals? You know, because they're signing up to be a loyal customer for the 3 months. So I want to start getting ahead of that. I always engage with my customers and talk to them. They go on a list on my Facebook. You can also make lists on Instagram now. It's a newer feature, so make sure you check that out. But they go into a list, and I'm constantly engaging with my customers on Facebook, giving them love and showing them that I care about them, and that I'm not just putting them in the system and goodbye.
Right, and one of the other things that you said that I loved is that you work as hard to keep your loyals happy as you do like your potential list. You work your loyal customers like you do your potential list, engaging with them, loving on them, not just, you know, getting them in the computer and then hoping that they stick around, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, our loyals are our bread and butter of our business. We're nothing without them. So as soon as you get them, like, those are the people that you should be loving on and giving so much attention, and you should want them to achieve their desired results. It shouldn't just be another BV in the system. You should be passionate about them getting the results.
That's fantastic. What about you?
So I know a lot of us think that, you know, once we get that loyal customer into our system, that our job is over. But actually our job is just beginning. We can't just sign them and leave them. For me, I'm a mom of 3, and I can forget what I'm doing whenever I'm going to do it. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I need a system to follow, right? You know, so for me, it's the 2-2-2 rule. I'm going to thank the loyal customer 2 days after they signed up. Thank you so much for trusting me with your health journey. Thank you for your order. The second 2 is after 2 weeks, I'm going to contact them, and I'm going to, because they should have received the package by then, I'm going to contact them, make sure that they got the product out of the box, because unfortunately some people will just let it sit on the kitchen counter. I'm going to remind them they actually have to take the product because nothing works while it's sitting on the shelf. And I'm going to tell them to get the Wrap app and do those before and after pictures. So I'm really, you know, touching base with them to make sure they're taking the products like they need to be taking the products. And then the third 2 is after 2 months, I'm going to be contacting them. And for me, this is really where I'm bringing up the business, you know, with our loyal customers, because a lot of us start out as a loyal customer, and some of our loyal customers can actually be some of our best distributors. So I'm contacting them and I'm letting them know that they can also make money doing that. So I'm doing that via message and just asking them about it.
I love it. I call it the Noah's Ark roll. We got a 2 by 2 by 2, okay? So write that down. You got your Noah's Ark. That's how you're going to take care of your customers. 2 by 2 by 2. Love it, Alicia. You know, I wrote down that the power of residual income is so amazing, and I know you guys just heard a lot about making money, but you know, Precious helps me take care of our customers. We have this recipe box that has all of our customers, whatever organization system you've got, but he'll like go in the little recipe box and he'll flip through and find the date, he'll message them and, hey Carla, this is Precious. He doesn't say that, but hey Carla, this is Daniel, and I just wanted to follow up and see how you're liking your products. Would you like to change to the greens? And he'll suggest it, and I love whenever he walks in and he's like, hey babe, this girl was gonna quit, but I got her to order cleanse. He doesn't talk like that, but you know what I mean. So the deal is because we do that, because we take that extra time and we take that extra step, you guys, we have customers that have been ordering since 2012. And so if you think about the fact that, you know, in 2023, how many of you want customers that are still ordering in 2023 that you signed up at this conference in 2018, you know? So, hey, you guys, I feel real bad. I'm sorry, but they told me to sit like this. I'm sorry, and I'd love for y'all too. Okay. All right, guys, let's talk about our distributors. You know, we want people to stay with us. Obviously, the goal whenever we put someone in the computer and we hear their why and we find out why they're doing this business and what they want, we want them to stay. We want them to duplicate. That's the goal, yes? But let's be real. How many of you have put someone in the computer and then a week later they are not responding to your messages and they have entered the witness protection program? Why don't we just stand up? Has that happened to you? Stand up. Okay. You guys, you're in good company, so it's happened to all of us. It's not just you, it's them. Get it? I worked on that. Y'all didn't laugh as much as I thought you would on that, but it's okay. Here's the deal. We know that the reality is not everyone's going to stay, but my goal, and I know these ladies, our goal is to help people stay as long as possible. We want to make it as easy for them to stay in the business, and they have some amazing tips. So let's talk about how you ladies try to build loyalty within your teams, help them see the vision and see, you know, the grander purpose of all this with It Works.
So my team did not know I was on this panel today, but I was sneaky and I asked some of them why they're loyal to this company and why they're loyal to our team, and it surprised me that almost all of them said relationships. It's the people that have made me stay, and I don't feel like that's a strength of mine. You know, I'm very red. I don't have a lot of blue and yellow in me. It doesn't mean I don't love my team, because I love them fiercely, but I'm never too busy for anyone in my entire downline. My inbox is never too full. I feel like my team knows that no matter if they're on my level 2 or my level 20, if they've been in 2 days or 2 years, that I'm available to them and I want to see them reach their goals. And I think when people feel valued in your business, they're gonna turn around and they're gonna add value to your business.
It's fantastic. I love that.
Okay, so for me, it's all about, you know, I love social media. I built my entire business basically on social media, and I love technology, but I think a lot of times we get really dependent on things like Zoom, an amazing tool for people that you can't touch, but never underestimate the value of human touch. And making your team feel so important to you, you know, time is, it makes people feel special and makes them know that you care about them and that you want them to hit their whys. Because I'll tell you right now, my why is obviously important to me, but when my team achieves their why, that feels really, really good.
There's like nothing better, right?
Yeah, like so good when somebody quits their job and becomes a stay-at-home mom or whatever, like it feels amazing. And so, you know, for me, I have a team in Kansas City, I have a team in Wisconsin. I get in the car and drive and see them for 4 hours, you know, 4-hour drive, go see them. You know, I could have easily jumped on a Zoom, but I just don't underestimate the power of just getting in your car and having that human touch with them and making them know that you want to see them, you know, face to face.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I think like the other thing is just know their love language. You know, if you haven't done love languages, I highly suggest it for your marriage, Kyle. It's
Physical touch.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, physical touch. Is that? That's
No, not
interesting.
mine.
Oh, actually.
There's a boy I know.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, so just getting to know what your team loves, like know who's gonna, love that little text message that you send them. Know who's gonna really value a handwritten card. Who's gonna like a gift in the mail? Who wants a public shout out on Facebook? Those things are so important. And when you start to be a servant leader, you'll see that your team really is loyal to its company and you.
All right, so whenever I get a new distributor into the system, my ultimate goal is to really build that friendship with them, to build that relationship. I want to be friends, I want to be family with them. And I want to do that with my entire team. But I learned a long time ago, I actually heard this from Kimi, is that you can do anything, but you can't do everything. And I really took that to heart because I wanted to touch every single new person that came into my team, but unfortunately we just can't do that. So what I learned is that if I can touch Lauren, she's gonna take that and she's gonna touch Alyssa, and I'm gonna pour into her, and she's gonna learn by my example. So she's gonna continue to pour. So something that I do with my leaders that I can touch is we have a bunch of us brunch girls, if you're out there. We try to meet on a bi-weekly basis, and we meet up for brunch, and we're just, we're talking babies and we're talking business, and we're just really, really good friends. And I think that really helps build the loyalty within the team, because then that can trickle down, and we really help build layered leadership that way.
One of y'all's gifts is definitely building relationships with people, and that's the thing I'm hearing over and over. And I loved what you said, Alyssa, that valued people will bring value to your business. And so if you want to know how to motivate your team, how to get them going, start by just stinking loving them. Like, God built us and created us for relationship. Apart from that, we're not whole. And so include as many people as you can into your circle and build those relationships. It's part of what's going to create the loyalty on your team. So I'm sorry guys, that number is wrong up there. If y'all just add about 19 minutes, we'll be set. So, all right, ladies, we got about 7.5 seconds each to say what keeps you loyal, because that's such a quick question to answer. So what is it? As we were going through this, I thought, what is it that keeps you ladies loyal and still in this company? I mean, we're almost 7 years in, so.
I think for me, I'm supposed to share my story, and the story of a quitter doesn't inspire anyone. And I feel like there are people out there that... I love you! Oh, so good. My story is different than a lot of people that have sat up here. It took me, I promoted fast, I got to triple pretty fast, and then I sat there, and it took me 3 years before I believed I could even achieve insane success. And I didn't promote to presidential until year 4, and I wasn't on stage until year 6, which was yesterday as a top 150 earner.
For me, I'm so loyal to this company because of It Works. I have a life that I never knew I needed or wanted. I loved being a retail district manager. That was my job before It Works. I started for an extra $500 so it wouldn't be so hard to pay our nanny. And then whenever I got into this business, I made $500 pretty quickly. I grew to diamond in 4 months and triple in a year, and then I had matched my corporate income. And honestly, my dreams changed. I wanted to be a CEO of a retail company by the time I was 45, and instead I became the CEO of my life at 30. And I am now a full-time stay-at-home mom to my almost 3-year-old boy, and I live every day. I just love my life, so. Yeah. Go ahead, Alina.
My It Works loyalty flag, I really think, was planted at my very first conference. Conference does that for you. And every year since then, this is my 7th conference, it has just been planted deeper and deeper and deeper. And I really think, I can remember sitting back there, and I can remember just having that lump, that really pit of your stomach, that lump in your throat, the tears running down your cheeks. If you don't have it, you probably will when Mark comes out on this stage. But every time that flag just gets planted deeper and deeper. And even after 7 years, I can stand up here and tell you today that God is greater than any of the highs and the lows that we can experience. There are going to be ups, there are going to be down to never ever promise that it was going to be easy. He promised that it was going to be worth it. He promised that we would be stronger, we would become better because of this. If it wasn't because of It Works, I wouldn't be the person that I am up here today. I was not this same person 7 years ago. So because of It Works, I'm able to do that. Because of It Works, my babies don't have to tell their daddy goodnight on FaceTime. You know, for 4.5 years, I had 2 of our kids tell their dad goodnight on FaceTime every night, and he came home and we had a 3rd child. Crazy how that happens. And then, because of It Works, my sister is carrying my niece or nephew, and we're able to pay $100,000 cash towards infertility treatments. I will always do that.
Okay, guys, here's the deal. They're flashing at us, but I want y'all to do one thing for me. Everybody stand up really quick, okay? Stand up. I see you, Sammy. I want you to put your right hand in the air. If you don't have a right hand, put your left hand in the air, okay? That was awkward, and I'm sorry. And repeat after me. I solemnly promise that 2018, I will plant my flag. I cannot wait to see you guys, Conference 2019.